The Ferguson Police Department's already damaged reputation. On Tuesday, the U.S. Justice Department concluded its months-long investigation, saying officers routinely engaged in racially biased acts. Reuters reporter Julia Edwards has been following the probe.
They sent dozens of FBI agents into Ferguson, as well as working with the local field office in Ferguson and St. Louis. They talked to hundreds of people through interviews. They also went through 35,000 pages of police records and documents. And that was able, from that they were able to analyze things like stops, arrests, seizures, as well as excessive use of force, which, as we know, was really at question in this case.
The investigation began in August after the shooting of unarmed black teen Michael Brown by a white police officer in Ferguson, sparking nationwide protests. The killing brought to light what some residents said was systemic mistreatment of black residents by a mostly white police force.
African Americans make up 67% of the population in Ferguson, but they made up 93% of the arrests. They made up the majority of the cases where an officer would use excessive force, and they made up all of the cases where a person was ever bitten by a police dog.
And it gets worse.
This investigation also brought to light a number of racially tinged emails that were sent between different officers within the department. In one email, we saw an officer email a colleague around the time that President Obama had been elected and said, "Don't worry, he won't stay in the White House long, because when do you ever see a black man hold a job for 4 years?"
The report is expected to be formally released as early as Wednesday. The DOJ will use the findings to negotiate policy changes in the police department or sue the city to force change.